Hey guys, I want to give a quick shout out to the new sponsor, Dueling Guard. They have great mats, deck boxes, sleeves, everything you can think of for TCG apparel. Check them out in the description box down below and use code SAKO for 5% off.
Hey guys, Lucas Soccer here. Today I'm bringing you guys an updated combo tutorial for all the decks post Rota. We do have the Rota spreadsheet coming out Friday. I'm sorry for the lack of content. I've been absolutely strained working on that. Regionals, getting prepared for the other YCS, helping other people prepare. But I hope that you guys didn't miss me too much. Let's just get straight into the video. Today we have Fire King. So this is going to be the Azamina Fire King deck. There's no Fiendsmith cards in here because you don't really need them anymore, but let's just get straight into the video. This combo is with Deception. You do have to have two additional cards. It can be like technically a monster and any unknown card like an Imperm or something like that. But you do need two additional cards to do the combo. You're going to start off with activating Deception. And what this card does, it says tribute one monster from your hand or field, add one Azamina card from your deck to your hand. If a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard and you can roll an Azamina card, you can make your opponent lose 1500 life points, and if you do, gain 1500. So this is really good because it gives your deck a time win condition in certain situations. But the last effect of the card is it actually just gives itself back to you. You get follow-up with it every turn. During the end phase of this card is in your graveyard, because it was sent to this turn, you can put this card in your spell and trap zone and set it. So we're going to activate Deception, use the first effect to tribute a monster, and then search for Sacred Azamina. Now that we have Sacred Azamina, we're going to activate it and send the Deception to the spell and trap, or from the spell and trap zone to the graveyard to summon out Azamina Mu Resiliago. This card has a bunch of other text, but the important effect about it is that it says if this card is fusion summoned, add one Azamina or one Sinful Spoils card from your deck to your hand. So we're going to summon it out, use the effect, and then add Wanted Seeker of the Sinful Spoils. We're going to activate Wanted, search for Diabellstar, and then this is where the additional card is going to come in. We're going to summon Diabellstar, sending the Fuawaros, or the unknown card in our hand, to set original from our deck to the graveyard. So you might be thinking like, oh, what are we going to do for here? We're just going to send and summon Snake Ash. No, this stuff gets a lot better. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to link these two off into an IP Masquerena. Or it can be a Moon as well if you want to play the Fiendsmith cards, but for this combo, we're just going to summon IP here. And now we're going to use the graveyard effect of Sacred Azamina. This card says, well, besides the fusion effect of the card, it also says if this card is in your graveyard, target one Azamina monster you control or in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, add this card to your hand. So we're going to use that effect to add itself back to our hand. And then the fusion effect of this is actually not once per turn at all. So we're going to activate it and then send the original to special summon the Silvera from our deck from our extra deck to the field. Silvera's effect says when your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you contribute this card, negate the effect. So that's going to be really important because now we basically have an Omni Negate in our field, so we can continue to do our combo fully uninterrupted from our opponents. We're going to have a negate in case they do something. So we're going to go activate the effect of original now, targeting our Diabellstar, to then add our Ponix from our deck to our hand. And really cool thing, we haven't normal summoned yet. So we're going to go ahead and normal summon out Ponix, use the effect to add Sanctuary, use Sanctuary to place the island pop Ponix, and then go for the Garunix. Garunix effect is going to trigger to special summon itself out. And then we can use the Garunix effect here to then destroy our Vada from our deck, which will special summon back out the Ponix. You can technically do some cool things here with the Olkanix, since that card was announced, to where you can send that and add Kieran. But to be honest, the better version of this combo is just sending our Vada here. You don't need to use Olkanix in all of the combos just because it's new. It's more like an additional starter than a combo piece in the deck. So now we're going to link away the Ponix and the IP. We're going to go into Princess. Princess is going to revive out our Arvada, and then we can link away the Garunix and the Princess into Amblawell. And before we do pass turn, remember we have Wanted guaranteed because we did search it. We're going to put that original back in our deck and get a search for one non-engine card or draw basically. So this is our end board here. We have Silvera, we have the Arvada, we have Amblawell. Doesn't look like too much, but when our Arvada does negate, we're going to destroy Amblawell. We're going to need the Amblawell and the Garunix effect to special summon out. So the Amblawell is going to special summon IP. The Garunix is going to special summon itself out, and then Garunix will pop a Kieran. Kieran will special summon out Ponix. You're going to pop that way. Then you can use IP to go to SP, SP banish again. You have Princess pop still. You have that Silvera. There's a lot of disruptions here. Not to mention, you're going to have really good follow-up. One thing I forgot to do here in this combo. Oh, I didn't actually forget. I'm just dumb. But Deception is going to set itself in the end phase. So you're going to have follow-up off of this again. Because on the next turn, you're going to be able to use the Sacred Azamina to put back the Silvera that you negated with on your opponent's turn to add this back to your hand. And then you can just instantly send the Deception that you have like set up here to get like a negate right back on your field to start your next turn with. So that's it for like the Deception combo. One problem that this deck had previously that the Azamina cards actually do really solve is what happens if you draw Witch. Like, how are you supposed to play around Nibiru? Let me show you how you can do that. So you have just Witch. This is the same thing that would happen in the Deception combo. You need two like blank cards basically and Witch, but we're going to circle all the way back around to that still amazing inboard that plays around Nibiru and gets to your Fire King cards. We're going to start with Summon Diabell, sitting a card in our hand, to set Deception this time instead of the original, because this card can set any Sinful Spoil spell or trap, and this is a Sinful Spoil spell or trap. So we're going to set Deception, we're going to activate it, destroy or tribute the other card in our hand to get the Sacred Azamina, activate that, sending our Deception, go back to Rota, and use the effect to search for Original Sacred. Now we're going to link 2 into the IP again. We're going to activate the effect of Sacred Azamina to get itself back, putting back the Rota. And then the Sacred Azamina is going to send your original from your hand to summon out the negate again. From here, it's the exact same thing that we did in the previous combo. We're going to use the original targeting the Diabell Star, adding ourselves a Ponix to put the Diabell Star back. Now we can normal summon Ponix into Sanctuary, and then we're going to Sanctuary into the Island. Island effect is going to destroy Ponix to get Garunix. And then in a new chain link, we can activate the effect of Garunix, special summoning himself out, and destroying an Arvada from our deck. Arvada will revive the Ponix. We're going to make a Princess again, and then Princess will be used to revive the Arvada. Last thing we have to do in this combo is we're going to link away the Garunix and the Princess into an Amblowell. This is the same board, same amount of disruptions as last time. The only difference is that we started with Witch instead. It's not guaranteed that you have the Wanted, but you are still going to get the follow-up off of the Deception in this combo as well. So this is going to be your inboard, which is honestly really impressive considering we played around Nibiru and a lot of the other hand traps, because you don't really commit a normal summon until after you already have a negate. So even if they do stop you there's a lot of things you can punish them with. You can normal summon Ponix, the hard drawn, you can normal summon Arvada, you can normal summon Ash, Poplar, even Oak like punishes them pretty hard. But that's it for the 1-card combos. I did want to show you a quick 2-card combo with Ulcanix since that card is coming out. So this combo requires Ulcanix and any fire monster. Ulcanix is an amazing card for this deck. It's going to help you play through hand traps really well as help this deck go second. One thing I think it really struggled with last format. But here's just like your simple 1-card combo if you only draw Ulcanix and any fire monster. We're going to start off with normal summon Ulcanix, destroying any fire monster in our hand. We're going to go through Ponix, and then Ponix is going to special summon because a fire was destroyed. Ponix is going to get its effect. We're going to get that Sanctuary, and then we can go Sanctuary into Island. Island is going to destroy your Ulcanix. You're going to get Garunix, and then the next chain link, we're going to go chain link 1 Ulcanix in the graveyard to special summon the old chicken from our deck, and then Garunix in our hand to special summon out. So we're going to summon here, and then summon this old chicken. If you guys don't know what he does, he kind of destroys your own field if you destroy him, so please try not to destroy this card. Or if you do destroy him, there's still cool things you can do, like using Princess to revive this, then link it away again. That way it doesn't remember it was destroyed. That's a really important play that you can do. But now that we have both these on the field, we're going to activate the effect of the new Garunix to destroy Arvada. Arvada will now special summon back your Ulcanix. So from here, the most correct thing you can do is you can link an IP, link into Princess. Princess is going to revive your Arvada, and now we can link into our Amblowell again. So here we have basically the same inboard as the Deception combos. We're just missing the Silvera. You have your graveyard fully loaded this time though, so all your Fire King cards are going to be infinitely looping. This combo is really good because of its resilience to board breakers. Like if they do have like a Cosmic Cyclone or a Lightning Storm, like you still end with a lot through the board, right? Because all your guys are going to float into several different disruptions. That's the main thing I like about this deck. Alright, well that's going to be it for the Fire King combo tutorial. If you guys wouldn't mind liking, commenting, and subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. Like I said, the spreadsheet does come out Friday. If you guys want to check that out, I'd really appreciate it as well. Besides that though, I just hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.